Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into your daily read for Thursday, August 10th, 2023. I hope you're doing well. We're going to pull from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck to begin and then use the Mystic Mondays for the tarot portion of the reading. I did hear before beginning the reading with Justice at the bottom of the deck. Justice is yours for the taking. There's a sense of you being balanced in a situation that doesn't feel balanced in and of itself. Does that make sense? I wouldn't say you are the balance in a situation. You might be to an extent or in certain ways, but it feels like your balance and your grounded nature even potentially is standing out in a situation. Keep your energy calm, cool, and collected is what I'm getting. And try not to let things affect you to the extent that they once could have or did, because you're a changed and improved version of yourself. Deep knowing, go the distance, loyal heart, and breathe. There's a feeling that this day is very intuitive, very much pushing you to tap into the knowledge bank from what you've been through, what you've gained over time, trusting what you're feeling, but also having the intelligence, the advancement at this point along your path to decipher if you're empathic, whether or not you're picking up on somebody's energy, feeling something they're feeling or going through, and separating that from what's actually an intuitive hit or your own feelings, your own emotions. Does that make sense? At times that can be a bit difficult, and they're saying you can even pick up on a spirit's energy. But you know more than meets the eye. I feel like you're being viewed as very knowledgeable. This day definitely, they're saying a spotted owl in the midst of people who know what they know but don't know as much as you. Okay, very interesting. Take it as you will. I do sense that there's a need to navigate, to migrate, to get things done throughout the day, but to maintain healthy energy through it all, right? Crossing the finish line will feel so good when the time comes. There's a sense of there being smaller finish lines that you're potentially crossing throughout this day. Just an interesting imagery, way of wording things that you're checking off your to-do list, right? Small accomplishments at work or at home or for your business, even say running errands. But there's something you know that you're going to accomplish, a finish line you're going to cross down the line, a big goal, if you will, or just something you feel is right for your path, a change of some sort. And there's a knowing wrapped up into it, and then a knowing, sense of knowledge and experience that you need to, at that point and moving forward after that, implement to make that last and work out for you, okay, and potentially other people. But on more than one level, you're going to find this day being very intuitively guided, and you may even find yourself intuitively guiding other people and potentially tapping into your spirituality to assist with all of that, all the meanwhile, or some of which. But don't be surprised when you make a change in the future and it feels like you're leaving this and that behind, or at least an old version of you or parts of who you feel you are or how you represent yourself currently. Okay? Remembering that who and what we associate ourselves with definitely changes who we are over time to an extent, if not fully, but changes we make in our life as far as where we live, where we work, the, again, friend group that we associate ourselves with, stuff of that nature, can definitely change us. But loyal heart, there's a feeling that people are looking at you as a very genuine individual throughout this day. Standing out in the crowd absolutely is popping up left and right in your awareness and other people's awareness. There's something about your good looks, your energy, your personality, how you do what you do, but your genuine nature, again, and your loyalty to yourself, to your goals, to the way you do something. It may be perceived as a bit stubborn or just different and kind of going against the grain or the crowd, but there's a feeling that you do whatever this is for you well, so be it. A shining light in the midst of some negativity or some just It feels like you're the better of the bunch. I don't know why that's coming through, but moving on to breathe. Look at that peace. You don't need to leave your peace behind or let that diminish in order to be passionate and potentially to be liked, appreciated, and to gain levels of success all the meanwhile. Let this peace prevail. Beautiful. But breathe, talking about how there are going to be moments throughout this day where, say, energy affects you or other factors outside of you. Your own habits may not assist with your overall peaceful, grounded energy, all the meanwhile, being completely honest. It might be your spirituality affecting you. It could be a numerous amount of things, and it could be multiple aspects, factors. Just breathe, okay? Breathe, my friend. Focusing on your breaths may be very, very efficient for you and advantageous. Anyways, let's pull some tarot. Sometimes I just cannot stop speaking in these readings for this Thursday to continue. 606, look up that angel number meaning. The Seven of Pentacles, the Temperance card. There's a feeling that what you water, what you take care of, what you put your energy and resources towards throughout this day is growing and or just giving you levels of justice once again. I feel like you are vulnerable to an extent, and it's smart and strategic not to be fully, because it may be taken advantage of, you may be taken advantage of because of that. If you are too vulnerable, if you share too much, if you're too honest. I'm not saying don't be honest with those that you're wrapped up with or associating yourself with. I mean, maybe to an extent, depending from case to case, but there's a feeling that this day talks about you at times strategically needing to just not share, right? Being a closed book in certain ways and an open book in others, but needing to, with whatever you're watering, whatever you're taking care of, working towards even, or working at, to have patience with the Temperance card, okay? Swing with the music, the energy of life is now what I'm getting, okay? Certain stressful factors also being an underlining focus for you, but don't let that focus on the stress or what's stressing you out or could to last too long. Let it be fleeting, all right? Take care of what you need to and move right along. There's so many factors that could just cheer you up, be a positive aspect of your day that could be more beneficial to focus on. So realigning your focus. They keep drawing me back to this owl on the deep knowing card. I just feel like you know so much, all right? Being a very wise soul. The Five of Cups, part of you is expecting the worst. That could be coming through for you in more than one way throughout this day. But I feel like, say it's a work situation or a relationship, just two specific examples for whatever reason coming through. You are expecting the worst. Try to let that fall to the wayside and just step into a situation, experience the day in and of itself with a clean slate, all right? And just see how things pan out. Also coming up, the Knight of Swords. Did we already talk about this one? There was another attempt before this. That might have been that one. A bit guarded movement taking place, wanting to charge forth, going back to that cheetah status is what I just heard, cheetah imagery. Let the clouds clear and do your best is now what I'm hearing. But the Ten of Cups, because I feel like, look at this. Wanting to take steps towards, wanting movement towards whatever this Ten of Cups represents for you. There's a feeling of you thinking about the shiny things in life, bettering yourself, your wanting advancement, bettering your life in general, wanting to live a more lavish lifestyle or just have finer things, more money in the bank, but more cash to spend. But Spirit's saying try to slow your roll and be appreciative of the moments throughout this day, because you might just miss them when they're gone, all right, when you're gone. There's a key in the future that you're going to obtain, and that's going to be very, very key for you. So the key is going to be key for you, okay, to take steps towards more for yourself. I'm also hearing the key to your heart. may not be very easy to take handle on. But the Star card, as well as the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck, there's a change in the air at a certain point throughout the day. There's a change at certain points, a fluctuation of your energy. And Spirit saying when you make a big change in the future, don't be surprised when things start to take off for you in ways that you couldn't even begin to explain now, even if you predict it, even if you understand it to an extent. You may even at that point not be able to explain it to other people. It's like this is just happening the way it's happening. I feel like you're an example throughout the day as well. Let your third eye open even more. Just because you know so much, just because you're very wise and have a lot to share and help people with, doesn't mean that that third eye can't open more, right? One or two more. The Sun card. Look at that peaceful, sunny energy. Let that prevail. Let that help you gain justice. And let this day teach you more about yourself and potentially a situation and other people. But remember that you know more than meets the eye, and that's going to help you out big time throughout this day. All right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your day, and I'll see you next time.